And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. A breathtaking view of the New York City skyline is taken from the Empire State Building. We're coming to you live from Manhattan. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Enavia, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for him.
And it's really been a nice trend for him over these last several months. He's been steadily improving in terms of his scoring output. That extra production making him more valuable the further we get along in this season.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Lowry. Bam Adebayo is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Warren, and it's Powell in at the 2 spot. And for New York, Davis is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Marcus Smart. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's James in at the small forward. On opening night, Clark, both teams would love to start off, obviously, on a winning note.
Without question, I mean, setting that winning tone, gaining that confidence that comes from winning, and they all count. Wins today are just as important as wins that you get in March and April.
Now here's Powell. Here's Warren. Up again. LeBron grabs the miss. And here we go. Rubio heading to the hoop. And the rejection by Lowry. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. James against Warren. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up.
And, you know, when you've played over a decade and a half in the league, it's expected that you're going to slow down. But LeBron still going strong.
And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Free throw good, James. And both free throws good for LeBron. And here's Lowry. And there's the pass to Powell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Smart.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Nets shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Now, here's Rubio. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson did give me a few minutes to catch up with him. Facing one of the game's truly elite players in Anthony Davis, he said, an all-around player, he'll find a way to affect the game. We've got to build a wall, force him to be a playmaker. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
James, the pass to Davis. Shoots over Warren, and there's Davis. That's good on the assist by James.
There is a bunch to appreciate about LeBron's game. His passing is off the charts. Just look at that feed.
Pass to Warren. Left side, Covington. Corner shot. Powell. That's good.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Smart with the ball. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Tipped away, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Drops in the tray.
And, of course, this is Smart's biggest hurdle. Sometimes he looks great shooting the three. Sometimes, though, it's just the opposite.
Now here is Lowry. Back to Adebayo. He kicks to Warren. Tries from 7. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Rubio against Lowry. Rubio the pass to Gobert. Six to shoot, and that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's foul number 2 for him.
I think he has to play more conservative from this point on. I mean, that's 2 fouls already.
Robinson's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Some nice passing by New York here. For New York, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far. Shot clock at 2. James has a 2-pointer. They get it again. Gobert. It's stolen by Lowry. Powell for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
James against Warren. It's good.
Boy, LeBron's so strong, so athletic, so smart. I mean, a bunch of his points come when he's driving full speed downhill, and he's impossible to stop.
Now, here's Lowry. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Covington against Davis. Gobert with the block. And LeBron throws it down.
You've got to keep this guy away from the basket. I mean, that's about as easy as it gets for LeBron.
Pass to Robinson. Rubio against Lowry. Shoots from 14. And too long on the shot.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Knocks it loose. Here we go, all alone. Here's Powell. Good work defensively by Smart.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Rubio outside. It's tipped. They get it back. Outside Warren. Buries it from 3-point range. Warren's got 5 points so far. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Looking at the Knicks, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Hawks in Atlanta. Covington finds Powell. Now here's Lowry, guarded by Smart. And the Nets, another 3.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And good that time. 8 points for LeBron.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Passes it to Lowry. From deep three-point range, and James pulls it down.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
That one goes. Count it. He's got 10.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now, here is Robinson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Golden State. Shot on the wing. No good that time. James with some nice D. Knicks trail by 3. Loads it up for Davis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Attacking the defense with the pass there, Kevin. Rubio, the great vision. And no hesitation on the delivery.
Here's Warren. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Warriors in San Francisco. Lowry can't get it to go.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Brooklyn's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Covington kicks to Lowry. Outside Warren. There's the pass to Robinson. Clock at 6. Over Gobert. And no good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Rubio right side. Now running. Here comes Lowry pushing the ball up. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
New York again turning it over.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. He's coming off an excellent season. First in shooting percentage, third in blocks, and one of the league's most ferocious rebounders, always working. He was top 5 in that category.
And last year, he really was the poster boy for scoring efficiency. You can count on one hand the number of bad shots he took. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Clark, we have seen so many great players in the history of this terrific game, but in your mind, who's the best to have never won an MVP?
Wow, you think about some of the names on that list recently, or not too long ago. Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, same era. How about going back to John Havlicek, a former Buckeye and all-time great with the Celtics. Elgin Baylor, one of the first high-flying forwards that I recall, one of those really creative do-it-all type forwards. Jerry West and Dwayne Wade right in that mix too, man. Those are some lofty names that didn't get an MVP.
So both teams changing it up here. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. You look at Robinson, second in the NBA, a great defender. And, of course, Rudy Gobert. He's also someone that will flat out control the paint.
And when either of those guys are on the floor, that low post defense is immediately something their teammates don't have to worry about. That's a very comforting feeling.
Now, here is Robinson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They could use a bucket. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Nunn. Pass to Ingram. And he drops it in from the low post.
Brandon Ingram, a nice display of toughness from the young forward here, showing that he can score through just about anything.
Shooter passes to Warren. 13 feet away. Here's Wood. Knicks with the rebound. Smart on the wing. Guarded by Powell. Pass to Nunn. Harris outside. Here's none. Back to Harris. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, you know, you can't get overly physical with Harris because once you do, he turns it against you and uses it for his good.
The Knicks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Shooting 2.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, Tobias Harris is a great scorer, and he's had multiple NBA stops, and I think you just have to simply say this guy has always been wanted.
Derek Favors checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Looking at the Knicks, they want to turn it around after the loss to Atlanta. Now Powell. He's got 7. Warren with the ball. Picked up by Harris. And the shot by Warren, no good. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 10-2 run here. Smart passes to Ingram. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Hey, I know Ingram looks a little wispy and light, but his strength is deceptive.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for New York.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And that one falls for Ingram.
You know, his teammates calling him the slender man. Brandon Ingram, not much more than 200 lbs, but adding strength has been a focus.
Now, here's Warren. He has 5. And a fast break now for New York. Not that good. Now it's a 6-point New York lead.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And with Brandon Ingram and his size, he could benefit from adding a few pounds.
Well, you know, his teammates call him Tiny Dog. Dog because of his determination. That's a positive thing. The tiny in reference to his slight frame. Time to bulk it up, young fella. Weight room.
And it's Schroeder missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Timeout called, the Nets. Name some traits that make for a great team leader. You've been in that role. What did you like and embrace, and what have you seen from others?
Well, I think it starts with humility, a real sense of who you are and what your role is on the team as a leader, and then a really good example set. I think those qualities are essential. Humility speaks to selflessness, but also being one that holds yourself accountable too.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Tobias Harris. Great showing for him last season. Around 20 points per game last season. 8 rebounds and 2 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Now here's Favors. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Harris. They get the rebound. Tries again, and there it is for him.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
That's good from Harris.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Exactly. I mean, that's what's helped them build this early lead.
And here's Schroeder. Passes it to Wood. Back to Schroeder. 5 on the clock. Shot to stop the run. But they get it back. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game. .55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back, and I understand that, but you should send at least one guy after those.
Schroeder outside. Knicks with the rebound. Allen's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
No doubt the quarter just not going his way. Still scoreless.
Now here is Harris. He's got 7. Shoots. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. It's the Knicks. They're up by 11. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone, and a comfortable margin for the Knicks here, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
New York leading by 11. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Knicks, they've got Smart. Harris is out there with Brandon Ingram. Then it's Thompson, and it's Nunn in at the point. Now here's Adebayo. Schroeder with the ball. He dishes it to Warren. 5 to shoot. Trying to get open is Adebayo. Gets it down to single digits. And it's 7 points for T.J. Warren. The Knicks shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Thompson surveying the floor. Here's Ingram. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Adebayo. And the pass to Thompson. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Harris outside for 3. It's hauled in by Warren. Nets trail by 6. Here's Schroeder. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Schroeder's got his first points of the night.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
And Thompson kicks to Harris from downtown. The shot, no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Harris against Powell. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. Count that one. Adebayo's got 8.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Thompson up top. No points in the game yet for him. Harris outside. Harris missing again.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
And it's Schroeder missing. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Knicks. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the three-point line. And then also defensively be a little more committed to that end of the floor, really working to get better there. But ball handling, passing, scoring, rebounding, those were things that I did pretty well.
And the first one drops. So for the Nets, Robert Covington comes in for T.J. Warren, and it's Kyle Lowry in for Norman Powell. And Harris drops them both. And the Nets with possession here. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Outside, Covington. Adebayo passes to Schroeder. Back to Adebayo. 4-3, Covington. Here's Favors. Pass to Adebayo. Feeds to Favors. Good D by Thompson.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort. Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
The shot's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
The Nets making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. Kyle Lowry is second.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
And here are the Knicks now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Rubio, the pass to LeBron. Rubio against Lowry. And Rubio kicks to Davis. 6 on the shot clock. James. Here's Thompson. It's blocked. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played.
This is what makes LeBron so special. He does it at both ends. Great tenacity on defense.
Back to Harris. Pass to LeBron. New York needs to get off a shot. They get it back. Here's Thompson. Buries it down low. Thompson's got his first 2 points of the night.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Outside, Covington. Out to the right wing. Here's Lowry. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Lowry's got 5. New York's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Thompson finds Davis, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Davis is really the total package. A mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Davis. Gobert, he's checked in for the Knicks. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 13-5 run. And Adebayo throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Davis, the pass to Harris. Back to Davis. Unloads. Here's Gobert, but they recover it. Here's Covington. We saw him with 10 points last game. Peter passes to Covington. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Lowry from outside. The Knicks pull it in.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
And Rubio kicks to Harris. He's outside. That one off the back iron and out. Brooklyn's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
It's good.
You know, at 6'8", with the ball skills that James has, he handles it like a guard. He can get wherever he wants to off the dribble.
Harris against Covington. Now, here's Lowry. Guarded closer. Great D that time from Davis.
You know, the scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Rubio against Schroeder. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Schroeder. Rubio right side. And the basket is good. And now a 5-point Knicks lead.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Passes it to Lowry. From deep. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Now here's Gobert. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's James missing. Nets trail by 5. Outside for Lowry. And he's good on the 3-ball. Lowry's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that's Lowry's shot right there. Always looking to capitalize from that range.
The feed to James. And finished off by LeBron.
Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
Brooklyn's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
And let's quickly take a look at some stats for Kyle Lowry. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged about 14 points, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Sinks the triple. Covington's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Lowry against Rubio. outside, Davis. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the Knicks making a change here. Nunn's checked in. Christian Wood's checked in for Brooklyn. Brooklyn's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Bounce pass, Schroeder. Robinson passes to Lowry. From 11 feet away, and it's good. 2 points. Lowry's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And with the body control and jump shot Lowry possesses, he has been known to torch you from the perimeter.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Jared Allen's checked in for Rudy Gobert. So it's the Knicks now. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. James looking it over. New York, no good that time either. The Nets with the lead. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Good.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And so James will bring it up for the Knicks. Outside for Davis to stop the run. Allen passes to Davis. Drops it in from 11 feet. Davis has got 7.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Now, here's Lowry. 10 points for him. Now, Rubio. Here's Davis. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 4 assists now tonight. Rubio against Lowry. The pass to Schroeder. The Nets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Good from Schroeder. So for the Knicks, Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for James. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Derek Favors checked in for the Nets. Norman Powell comes in for Robert Covington. No good on the second free throw.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
Knocked loose and out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Friday, they'll be playing the Clippers in Los Angeles. Then on Sunday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings. Brooklyn's gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Pass to Wood. Back to Lowry. 1:30 left in the first half of the game. Schroeder outside. Clock at 4. For just the fourth time today, it is good. That one makes him 4 for 10.
And playing with a lot of fire now. They had a tough start in that first quarter, didn't shoot it well, but didn't let that discourage them, and now they're showing what they can do offensively.
Now here's Ingram. 5 points in the game. Left side, Davis. No good with the elbow jumper.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Ingram following the bucket by the Nets. Allen outside. There's the three. It's good from long range. Nunn's got 5.
And that's good stuff from him. Nice touch.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Lowry passes to Schroeder. Over Smart. That one a little long. Ingram against Powell. Here's Nunn. Here's Davis. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Nets lead by 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle, a good first half for you all. How do you continue that for the rest of the game?
We got to come out with our energy. We're going to come out and play our game and keep going out there and pushing. Our defense and everybody's rotating, so we're playing together right now.
We'll see if you stay connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. For Brooklyn, the first quarter was not an easy one. Abysmal shooting from the field, miss after miss, and unable to get into any kind of rhythm. They simply could not put together an efficient offensive run. The second quarter was quite exciting as they willed themselves completely out of the hole on a comeback mission and now lead by 1. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, they were lighting it up from 3, and that was the difference in the first half. They did a good job of running off screens, spotting up, and getting rid of the ball quickly. And their shot selection, solid.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
Aggressive. I called them up earlier. I like it. They're taking it hard to the rack, dictating the pace, setting the physical tone. You're not going to get that by launching threes all night. Everybody knows that.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic out there by James.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
New York trailing. So for Brooklyn now, Lowry out there with Powell. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Warren. And it's Adebayo in its center.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now here's Adebayo after LeBron James's miss. Lowry's shot is good.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for the New York Knicks. Pass to Gobert. Kicks to James. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And it's Davis missing. Nets leading by 4. In the corner, Powell with it. They grab their own miss. Kicks it out to Covington. Bangs home the trifecta. Covington's got his second bucket of the night.
Man, nice perimeter shooting by Robert Covington. Just has such a really aesthetically
the power on that throw-down.
It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And we saw it last year, guys, because those numbers were so low. Teams weren't afraid to put him on the line. Points were hard to come by for him.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Passes to Adebayo. Here's Lowry. Arm's length from the hoop. He knocks it down. Lowry's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Smart deciding where to go with it. Rubio against Lowry. And Rubio kicks to Smart. Just 5 on the clock. He feeds it to Davis. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Fourth, Rudy Gobert.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers, really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Outside Warren. 3 off the mark.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
The pass to Gobert. The drive by James. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Boy, that burst of speed. James may be the fastest guy in the league, and because of his size and speed, he's a force when he turns the jets on.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. First free throw is good. And he makes the first but misses the second. Nets leading by 5. Outside Warren. It's tipped. Covington against Rubio. Covington passes to Powell. Releases. Cans the shot from the wing. Powell's got 11 points. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Rubio dishes to Gobert. Left side, Davis. James outside. Shot clock at 5. Powell, that's good. Powell's got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
And Gobert kicks to James. Over Lowry. James finds Davis. Davis on the follow. 11 points in the game.
And turning down what would have been a tough shot for himself into an easy one for his teammate.
Lowry passes to Adebayo. Back to Lowry. And Lowry gets double teamed. And he goes in for the dunk.
Man, I like to see Covington get aggressive in the paint, sending a message to the defense with that dunk.
Warren against James. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Robert Covington picks one up. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Brooklyn.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
And the first one at the line is good. Thompson, he's checked in for the Knicks. And both free throws good for LeBron.
And typically not this reliable at the line, but tonight he's been terrific.
Outside Warren. Pass to Adebayo. Lowry against Rubio. Back to Adebayo. Yep, that one goes. Adebayo's got 12 points in the game.
And, you know, Lowry looks to set up his open teammates beautifully. Nice dime there, and it really keeps the team tied together nicely.
LeBron passes to Gobert. Now Rubio. Over Lowry. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
James against Warren. Gobert with the block. And it's LeBron missing. Nets leading by 7. Covington inside the line. Great positioning on the putback. Adebayo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
New York calls timeout. One of the stories here, Kyle Lowry getting it done today.
Now, he is on a major roll today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
And New York making a change here. Harris is checked in, and the Nets making a change here as well. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Robert Covington. Rubio dishes to James. Stolen by Warren. And now Warren running the floor all by himself. And it's Warren with the jam.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
To the inside. Smart. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
It's his first trip to the line.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. And here's Lowry. He's got 15. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Ricky Rubio. Here's Lowry. It's rebounded by New York. James has got 6 rebounds in the game. Smart goes in. Powell pulls it in.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
The Nets have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
One shot.
Lowry no good on that one.
A 5-time All-Star. Lowry has come a long way since being drafted 24th overall back in 2006.
To the middle. Here's Robinson, and finished off by Robinson.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Knicks trail by 14. Greg, you talk about the quiet producers in the league. T.J. Warren is one of the first names that come to mind.
The last few seasons, Warren has come close to chipping in 20 points a game. Doesn't do anything flashy, but he just hits his shots and piles up the points on a nightly basis.
Adebayo kicks to Warren. The offensive rebound. It's good on the putback. And the Nets lead by 14.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Thompson finds James. And James throws it down hard.
So special and exciting to watch greatness. LeBron James tonight playing at the highest level.
Outside Robinson. Here's Adebayo. An easy 2 points on the layup. Adebayo's got 18 points.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
Smart passes to LeBron. Back to Smart. And slam dunk by Smart.
And this is where Smart's at his best, being aggressive, going towards the rim.
Powell against Smart. Pass to Lowry. Warren with the ball. Some solid defense from Harris. Right side Smart. Rebound Brooklyn. Now here's Adebayo. 18 points for him. The Nets working the ball around now. Robinson passes to Powell. Count that bucket. Powell's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
Thompson, high post. He kicks to Harris. The 3. The rebound by the Nets. Adebayo's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Got that bucket in no time at all. Lowry's got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
New York calls timeout. One of the stories here, Kyle Lowry getting it done today.
And, you know, Kevin, he's on another level right now. Knocking down threes left and right. The defense isn't doing their job, and I think they've got to talk about it quickly.
Jared Allen's checked in for New York. Then for the Nets, Christian Wood comes in for Bam Adebayo. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for T.J. Warren. LeBron passes to Allen. Kicks to Smart. Allen outside. Back to LeBron. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in. LeBron's got 12 now in this quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Schroeder looking over the floor. Back to Lowry. Lets the 3 fly. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 3rd assist on the night. And so James will bring it up for the New York Knicks. It's an 18-point game. 13 feet away. He gets it in there. James has got 14 points here in the second half.
You know, because James is such a consistent, confident shooter from the mid-range, you just can't afford to let him get comfortable.
Schroeder dishes to Lowry. Pass to Wood from the arc. Drills it from outside. And the Nets lead by 19.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Lowry against James. LeBron is doubled and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's New York with it. Schroeder against LeBron. The pass to Lowry. Now here's Powell. He's covered closely. Here's Robinson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Nets shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And the Knicks making a change here. Davis is checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Covington's checked in. Robinson hits them both. 1:07 left in the third quarter of the game. James against Lowry. Ingram outside.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
He misses the free throw. Derek Favors checked in for the Nets. And the second free throw, good. 55 seconds left to play in the third. Schroeder passes to Covington. And again, it's the Nets missing. Knicks trail by 20. Outside, Smart. It's deflected. To the paint and stolen by LeBron. Ingram against Covington. Davis gets a wide open look, and it's good from the elbow. Davis has got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, you know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
Lowry with the ball. He's got 23. From deep three-point range, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Anthony Davis. Ricky Rubio is out there with LeBron James. And there's Jared Allen. And it's Ingram in at the 3. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's Wood. He's guarded by Davis. Ingram with the steal.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick. And what good work there to get in the way of it. And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Poked loose. Rubio against Lowry. Outside, Covington. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 6 assists now in the game. James dishes to Ingram. Down low. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Pass to Schroeder. Outside Lowry. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jared Allen.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Clark, there are strong divisions and there are weak divisions, and the NBA might be considering removing divisions altogether and having only 2 conferences. What do you think?
You know, that's interesting. I like the divisions because that's what we've been accustomed to, but just having straight conferences, I wouldn't see much harm in that. You'd adjust the schedule accordingly in terms of how many games you play within the conference and how many times each opponent, but I think that could work.
Gobert finds Ingram. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Favors. Here's Lowry. Gobert with the block. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Ingram's running, and Davis throws it down.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Covington with it, now guarded by Ingram. Pass to Schroeder, over LeBron, and the rejection by James. And that one, good. LeBron's got 4 points this quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Floats one, it's deflected. Here's the floater, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. James outside. And they double up James. Passes it to Rubio. Some nice passing by New York here. Shot clock at 6. Ingram. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, you know, he's slight of build, lanky and long and athletic, but he still finishes through contact, and he's not afraid to go in there and take the hit either.
Schroeder against James. Takes it out to Covington. Lowry looking around. Here's Favors. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
James in the post. He's guarded by Schroeder. Nice shot by James.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Adebayo is checked in for the Nets. Warren comes in for Christian Wood. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Kenny Atkinson had some words for his team during the break. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
And Davis can't get it to go.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Rubio against Lowry. Ingram outside. Back to Rubio. And it's denied. And they're able to recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Lowry against Rubio. Outside, Covington. Here's Lowry. That shot off. Some solid defense from Ingram. To the wing right side. And Rubio gets it to go on the assist from Ingram. Ingram's got his third assist on the night. Rubio against Lowry. Now the pass to Warren. And it's Warren with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot. Brooklyn
leading by 15. Schroeder outside. Pass to Covington. Pass to Adebayo. Gobert with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Smart's checked in for Ingram. Powell, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And Smart over to help. Powell kicks to Adebayo. 3 on the clock. Lowry from deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lowry's got 28.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Now James. With a floater. Misses from close range. Powell, no one around him, and the Nets another 3.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
The drive by James. It's Adebayo with the rebound. And here are the Nets. They're on a 13-5 run here. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. He's got 20.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Gobert the pass to James. Floats it up for Davis. That shot off the mark.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him. Clark, a lot of fans ask us what qualifies as a legal screen versus a moving screen. And they feel there's a lot of gray area there. What do you think?
Well, I think there is some gray area because the problem you have, one of the problems is a number of veterans out there have become really masters at getting a little extra into their screen, which borders on illegal and many times is. So the league is doing a pretty good job of clarifying. And if you're moving your lower or upper body to help a teammate with your screen, then that should be called. And most times it is called as illegal. A hip check, a shoulder, any of that to set a screen is illegal.
Smart passes to Davis. Will it go? He can't get it to go. The Nets go the other way with it.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Rubio, the pass to James. Rubio taking his time here. It's tipped and out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. So New York ends up going with the new group. And a new group in for the Nets. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Porter comes in for Warren. Beasley's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's White in for Kyle Lowry. And so it's Brooklyn with it. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Here's White. And it's sent back by Allen.
Boy, that expansive reach of Allen. I mean, so good at positioning himself and using his length and timing to stifle shooters. The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Outside, Porter. Back to White. The last couple of years, Clark, we've seen a couple of Hall of Fame level players go on these farewell tours in their final year in the NBA. What a great way for fans of opposing teams to honor these terrific stars.
You know, I was a little bit mixed on how I felt about the farewell tours, but these two were handled so beautifully, and there have been others that have been handled great. It gives the fans an opportunity to express their feelings for some of the greats in the game, and that's heartwarming for all of us, I think.
Yeah, you and I were just talking about the way Kobe and Wade were terrific in their tours. And Bryant gets it to go.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
The Knicks shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Here's Nunn. tries from the block. Misses off the right iron. Brooklyn's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. White the pass to Adebayo. And Thompson sends it back. And here's Barrett. Nice D from Porter. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Nets. He kicks it to Porter. Beasley outside. Back to Porter. Passes to Beasley. Just 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Wanamaker. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
There's 1:34 left in the fourth. Ryan in the post, working on Thompson. And Porter, here we go. Trying to get open is Adebayo. Porter, no luck.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
And the Knicks miss again. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Wanamaker looking over the floor. Here's Nunn. White covering. To stop the drought. Nunn can't get it to fall. Now here's Porter. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kyle. Looked like the defense really got it done for you tonight.
You know, we focused in a lot on defense in the film session we did before the game, so we had to re-emphasize the things that we worked on in the last couple of days of practice.
That's been your identity as a team for a while. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.